Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Podcasts with Ali and Aiza. I'm Ali, and I'm here with my good friend Aiza. How are you doing today, Aiza?
I'm doing great, Ali. Thanks for asking. And hello to all our wonderful listeners out there. We're really happy you're here with us today. You know, Ali, I've been thinking about something that many English learners talk about, and I think it's such an important topic.
Oh, what's on your mind?
Well, it's about thinking. You know, when we speak English, we want to speak smoothly and naturally, right? But so many people tell me they understand English pretty well. They can read, they can listen, but when it's time to speak, everything feels slow and difficult. Does that sound familiar to you?
Oh, absolutely. I remember when I was learning English, I had the same problem. I could understand what people were saying, but when I tried to speak, my mind felt stuck, like there was something blocking the words from coming out easily.
Exactly. And today, we want to talk about why that happens, and more importantly, how to fix it. By the end of this episode, you'll understand how to think in English instead of translating in your head, and that's going to make speaking so much easier and faster for you. Sound good?
This sounds really good. So, Aiza, let's start with the biggest problem. What do you think stops people from speaking fluently?
Well, Ali, I think the main problem is translation. You know what translation means, right? It's when you take words from your language and change them into English words. So let's say you want to say something. You think about it first in your own language, then you translate each word into English, and then you speak. That whole process takes time.
Right, and while you're doing all that translating, the conversation keeps moving. The other person is waiting, and you start to feel nervous or stressed. It's not a good feeling at all.
Not at all. And here's the thing. When you translate word by word, your brain is working in two languages at the same time. It's like watching two movies at once. Your brain gets tired and confused. That's why speaking feels so hard.
So, what's the solution? How can we stop translating?
The secret is simple, but it takes practice. Instead of learning single words and translating them, we need to learn complete sentences. We need to learn phrases, full ideas that we can use right away without thinking.
Oh, that's interesting. Can you give me an example?
Sure, let's say you're feeling tired. Many people think like this. They know the word I, they know the word want, they know the word sleep. So they translate each word one by one and then put them together. But that's slow, right?
Yeah, it is.
Instead, you should learn the whole sentence as one piece. I want to sleep. Just like that. Don't think about each word, think about the whole idea. When you're tired, your brain should just say, I want to sleep, automatically. No translation needed.
I see what you mean. It's like learning a phrase as one solid block, not as separate pieces. So when the situation comes, you just use it.
Exactly. And the more you do this, the faster your English becomes. Your brain stops translating and starts thinking directly in English. That's the goal.
That makes so much sense. You know, I remember when I started doing this, it really changed everything for me. At first, it felt strange because I was so used to translating. But after a while, English started to feel more natural.
I'm so glad you had that experience, Ellie. And listeners, if you're hearing this and thinking, okay, but how do I practice this? Don't worry, we're going to give you some really practical ways to train your brain. Are you ready, Ellie?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Okay, so here's a wonderful tip that might sound a little funny at first, but trust me, it works. You can talk to yourself in English. Yes, you heard that right. Talk to yourself.
Wait, talk to myself? Like out loud?
Yes, out loud is even better, but if you're in a quiet place like a library or on the bus, you can do it quietly in your mind. The point is to practice speaking, even when you're alone. You don't need a teacher, you don't need a conversation partner, you just need yourself.
I love this idea because honestly, sometimes we feel shy or nervous speaking English with other people. But when you're alone, there's no pressure. You can make mistakes and nobody will judge you.
Exactly. And here's how you do it. When you're doing everyday activities like making breakfast, getting dressed, or walking to work, just describe what you're doing in English. say it out loud or think it clearly in your mind.
Can you give us an example? Like, what would that sound like?
Sure, let's say you're making coffee in the morning. You can say things like, I'm making coffee. The water is hot. I need a clean cup. This coffee smells good. See? Simple sentences about what's happening right now.
Oh, I love that. It's so simple, but it's real practice. You're using English to describe your real life.
Yes, and the best part is you're training your mouth and your brain at the same time. Your mouth gets used to forming English sounds, and your brain gets used to thinking in English. It's like exercise for your speaking skills.
And you can do this anytime, anywhere. You don't need a special app or textbook. Just use your daily life as your classroom.
That's right, Allie. So, listeners, I want you to try this today. Pick one activity. Maybe it's brushing your teeth, maybe it's cooking dinner, maybe it's walking your dog. And while you're doing it, describe it in English. Even if it's just 2 or 3 sentences, that's a great start.
Now you say it. Try saying, I'm making coffee. Go ahead, say it with us. I'm making coffee.
Good. Now try, the water is hot. Say it out loud. The water is hot.
Nice. See how easy that was? You just practiced speaking English. And you can do this every single day.
Absolutely. Now, let's talk about something even more powerful. It's about thinking in English all day long. Allie, what do you think about this idea?
I think it's a game changer, Aiza. When I started thinking in English, not just when I was studying, but all the time, that's when my English really improved. It's like switching your brain into English mode and keeping it there.
Yes, and the beautiful thing is, even if you're not speaking out loud, thinking in English is still practice. Your brain is working in English, getting faster and more comfortable with the language.
So, how can someone practice thinking in English? I mean, it sounds simple, but how do you actually do it?
Great question. Here's what you do. As you go through your day, describe things in your mind. Just simple observations about what you see, hear, or feel. For example, you wake up in the morning and you look outside. You can think, it's a beautiful morning. That's it. Just one simple sentence.
And then maybe you see someone on the street and you think, he looks tired. Or you notice something about the weather, like, it's cold today.
Exactly. You're building a habit. Your brain starts to automatically think in English instead of switching back and forth between languages. And over time, this becomes natural. You don't have to force it anymore.
I remember once I was walking to the store and I saw a woman wearing a really nice blue dress. Without even trying, I thought, that dress is blue. It was automatic. I didn't translate it from my language. It just came to me in English.
That's perfect, Allie. That's exactly what we want to happen. Your brain was in English mode, and the thought just came naturally. That's the power of practicing this way.
And listeners, you might be thinking, what if I forget a word? Or what if I don't know how to say something in English? That's okay. Just use the words you do know. Keep it simple. The goal is not to be perfect. The goal is to keep your brain working in English.
That's such an important point, Allie. We're not trying to be perfect. We're trying to build a habit. Even if you only think in English for 5 minutes a day at first, that's great. Then maybe next week it's 10 minutes. Little by little, it grows.
So let's practice right now. Listeners, think about where you are right now. Look around you. What do you see? Try to describe it in your mind in English. Maybe you're at home. You can think, I'm sitting on my bed. Or maybe you're outside. You can think, the sky is blue. Try it now.
Take a moment and do it. Don't translate, just think the words in English. We'll wait. Okay, how did that feel? I hope it felt good. That's thinking in English, and you just did it.
Now, let's talk about one more really important idea. It's about how we learn words and phrases. Aiza, you mentioned earlier that we should learn phrases, not just words. Can you explain that a bit more?
Of course. So many English learners study vocabulary by memorizing long lists of words. They see a word like apple, and they memorize it. Then they see happy, and they memorize that too. They collect hundreds of words in their head.
But then, when it's time to speak, they don't know how to use those words in a sentence, right?
Exactly. Words alone are not enough. You need to know how to put them together. You need to learn phrases. real, useful sentences that people actually say in daily life.
So instead of just learning the word apple, you learn a whole sentence like, I eat an apple every morning.
Yes, or she bought some green apples, or do you like apples? When you learn phrases like this, you're learning how the word is used. You're learning the grammar, the structure, and the context all at the same time.
And when you need to talk about apples, you already have these complete sentences ready in your mind. You don't have to build the sentence from scratch. It's already there.
Exactly. It's like having ready-made tools in your toolbox. When you need one, you just pick it up and use it. Much faster and easier.
Let's practice this together. Listeners, let's take a simple word like tired. Now, instead of just memorizing the word tired, let's learn some phrases. Try saying this with me. I feel tired today.
Good. Now try this one. She looks tired.
And one more. Are you tired?
See how you just learned 3 different ways to use the word tired? That's learning phrases, not just words. And now you can use these sentences in real conversations.
This is so helpful. You know, Aiza, I think we've covered a lot today. Let's just go over the main ideas one more time so our listeners can remember them clearly.
That's a great idea, Allie. So the first thing we talked about was stopping translation. Don't translate word by word in your head. Instead, learn complete sentences, full phrases that you can use automatically.
Right. And the second thing was talking to yourself in English. Describe what you're doing during your daily activities. Say things like, I'm making coffee or I'm getting dressed. This helps you practice speaking even when you're alone.
And the third thing was thinking in English all day long. As you go through your day, describe what you see and feel in your mind using simple English. It's a beautiful morning. He looks happy. The car is red. Simple thoughts like that.
And finally, we talked about learning phrases instead of just single words. Learn whole sentences like, I want to sleep, or I eat an apple every morning. This way, you're ready to speak naturally without building sentences from scratch every time.
You know, Ali, I just want to say something to our listeners. Learning English takes time. It's not something that happens overnight. But if you practice a little bit every day, even just 10 minutes, you will see progress. You will feel more confident.
Absolutely. Don't wait for the perfect time or the perfect opportunity. Start today. Start right now. Talk to yourself. Think in English. Use the phrases you're learning. Every small step counts.
And remember, it's okay to make mistakes. Mistakes are part of learning. Nobody speaks perfectly all the time, not even native speakers. What matters is that you keep trying, you keep practicing, and you enjoy the journey.
That's such a good reminder, Aiza. So, listeners, we'd love to hear from you. After listening to this episode, try practicing one of the tips we talked about. Maybe talk to yourself for a few minutes, or try thinking in English while you're doing something today. And then, if you want, leave us a comment and tell us how it went. What did you practice? How did it feel?
Yes, we'd love to hear your experiences. And if you have questions or ideas for future episodes, please share them with us. We're here to help you on your English learning journey.
Well, I think that's all for today. Thank you so much for spending this time with us. We really appreciate you, and we hope this episode helps you feel more confident with your English.
Thank you, everyone. Keep practicing, keep believing in yourself, and remember, you can do this. English is a journey, and every step you take is bringing you closer to your goal.
See you next time on Podcasts with Ali and Aiza. Take care and happy learning.
Goodbye, everyone.